Get your girl. And man, this is a thirsty Thursday. Stay tuned. I got more for you. Welcome to Karina's Forte. So look, let's just get into it. They finally passing this whack-ass bill, the big, beautiful bullshit bill, I call it, right? So anyway, you know how the Democrats, they were trying to hold strong, but it's not working when, think about this, the Republicans run the majority of every branch. So what are you going to do? What you can do, try to save something. So look, with the bill, what's included is there will be a December vote where they're going to discuss extending the ACA, which is Obamacare, the tax credits. Schumer tried to get them, Chuck Schumer, he really tried to get the senators together, but they couldn't agree on it because he really wanted to extend it. But it wasn't going to happen because the Republicans are stuck on whatever Donald's saying. They got a plan. Their plan is to dissolve anything that Obama did or anybody of color did. That's their whole thing. If you notice, they haven't tried to change any other bills or anything, but they couldn't change the ACA because people don't understand. There's nothing wrong with the bill. It's not costing us much more money. It's not costing us more money at all. Actually, it's saving us money. The reason why the premiums are so high now is because they want to take it away. If you take away Obamacare, then now everything's going to be super expensive for the people actually paying for their insurance because now you got millions upon millions of people who will not be insured. See, the whole thing of the ACA was to make sure almost all Americans were or had access to insurance. That was the whole thing. So everybody was paying their way in some sort of way because they think the ACA was totally free. It wasn't. For people who worked, it was at a lower price. The people who actually needed help and couldn't afford health care, those are the ones who got free health care. And yeah, it's mostly senior citizens and children. See, I want you guys to stop believing what the Republicans are saying because all they do is lie. Everything they do is a lie. Everything. Nothing was wrong with the ACA. You know what was wrong? A black man created it. That's it. And that's their problem. I'm telling you right now, this whole administration is stuck on racism. They want to abolish everything black, but I hate to tell you, I don't give a shit who you are out there. Blackness cannot be erased. Y'all paused it for centuries, but you can't erase it because when he brags, listen to this. When he brags in this video, listen to what he's saying.
We must put America first. This is a nation that invented the light bulb, the telegraph, the television, the telephone, the computer chip, the smartphone, the GPS, the integrated circuit, and even the internet. Basically, we invented everything. What is left? We invented everything.
All the things he just mentioned that were invented by Black indigenous Americans only. They never invented shit but the patent office so they can take everything. Let's be clear. Nobody else. No Black indigenous people created all of this. Period. And then he's bragging about it. Y'all didn't make shit. Just the patent office so you could steal. That's it. It's funny how he brags on the stuff we've done, right? But everything he's done since he got in that office is try to erase blackness. You can't. Black history is American history, whether your ass like it or not. It happened here. We're so worried about the Holocaust. That happened somewhere else. That wasn't in America. Was it bad? It was fucking terrible. But nothing, and I repeat, and I'll say it to your face, nothing was worse than American slave trade. Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing you can come up with that was as bad as that. Look how long ago that happened. And look what's still happening now. That's what I'm saying. So miss me with the bullshit. And I'm not comparing suffering, but if there is the real Holocaust of black people happened here. That other Holocaust, that happened over there. It lasted like 10 years. Ours lasted about 400. That's a lot. Let's go centuries now. Come on now. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of erasure of the indigenous facts. It's so many things. And then the latest, he goes overseas and takes off a plaque off a wall. That's what they said, that he took a plaque off the wall. I could believe that. I could believe his people did that. Not him personally, but I could believe his people doing that because they hate black people so much. You hate what you can't be. That's just what it is. That envy is crazy because if we sat down and didn't play any sports, we would shut y'all shit down. But not everybody's on the same page. A lot of other people are just thinking about money. And that goes for anyone across the board. Black, white, Latino, whatever else, Middle Eastern, everybody. They're thinking about the capitalism in this country instead of anything else. And this is what this whole vote was about. They don't care about anybody but themselves because they've already robbed us blind. They've already robbed the treasury. A lot of people don't know that, but they have. And that's why he said, if we don't win all of this stuff, we're all going to go to jail, including myself. Yes, you guys are going to go to jail. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Anywho, so now this is the craziest thing. We have not yet sent Argentina the $40 billion that President Trump promised them, right? They had a vote on that also. We already know how the vote went. The Republicans decided to give away the $40 billion that could be going to feed people, pay employees. That's why all you MAGAs are the dumbest fucking people I ever met in my life. You guys are idiots. He's sending $40 billion across seas for somebody else. He don't give a shit about your ass in your trailer park with your 3 teeth. He don't give a shit about you. And once you guys understand this, because you don't believe anything, you're like sheep. Let me tell you something. All you got to do is show me one time and I'm good. But they show you proof and you guys are still the dumbest people in America. He was right. He was right to run as a Republican because most of you are idiots. The ones who are intelligent, they voted democratically because they was like, hold on, this is the first time ever I voted democratically because this is crazy. And then others are so stupid too. They just stay and vote the same way. If I think somebody is a Democrat and they're not doing a good job, you best believe they're not getting my vote. But not you guys. You know what you vote on? You guys always vote on a color. That's why it doesn't serve you well. You got to understand, whatever you put out in this world, it ain't up to you or any of the white people in this country. It's up to the Almighty. And you're suffering. Oh, we're already watching it. We're watching it now. Because you idiots keep listening to these people who are rich. You have zero. They have everything and you want to fight for this dude and you want to die for this dude? He already told you, he don't want to think on a domestic level. He wants to think about overseas because they show him love. That's because they want something from him. Y'all have no clue. So the Republicans decided to give the $40 billion to Argentina. That right there would have been 2 years of ACA and SNAP. Yeah. Think about that, you guys. Then they want to change the name of the Pentagon to Department of War. Just to change the name and do all the paperwork over, everything. Certificates people get, all kinds of stuff. It's all got to be changed over. Guess how much that's going to cost you guys? $2 billion. So we got fucking $2 billion to spend on stupid shit like this? $2 billion to spend on this. But we can't feed people? Wake up, MAGA. You guys are the idiots of the country. And guess what? When you're out there begging, we're going to leave your ass begging. Don't ask for shit. I seen you standing in the lines waiting to get food. And you don't care. You still want to roll with them. You need to really check your mental and see if you're okay. Because you know what? You might have PTSD because you so worried about somebody diluting your race. If you only knew where you came from, truly. Then again, you guys are acting just like your DNA. Neanderthal. Part animal. I get it. Anywho, after 7 weeks, they finally swore in. I'm probably going to butcher her name, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to try to. Adelita Grijalva, the senator from New Mexico, been waiting 7 weeks to get sworn in. So she missed 7 weeks of a lot of stuff. So she had to catch up on stuff within days. It may be hours. That's all right, though, because guess what? She's that other vote that says we're going about to release these files. Speaking on the files, the Democrats got a couple little things under their belt too. They released some of the emails they found. Somebody dropped it to them because they ain't have them before. They ain't have any of the emails. Now they dropping some of the emails. Let me tell you something. Whatever is done in the dark will always come to the light. Without hesitation, it's always going to come to the light. So when you think you're getting away with something, let me tell you something. You're not getting away with anything. Because whomever you pray to, whomever, that's another thing. So there was a young lady that did an experiment on calling the churches. Altogether, I think before I thought it was only 20. Now it's like 33 churches she called, and she got 9 yeses. And only 9 out of 33 churches. So you should hear all the ignorant pastors, preachers, reverends. It wasn't any priests because Catholic churches always said yeah. The small black churches said yeah. The mosque said yeah. Think about that. And now they're mad. They want to call her a witch. She's this, she's that. No. What she did is hopefully get you guys to get audited. I hope they do audit you. I really do. I hope they audit the churches that are not doing what they're supposed to do. Because there's way too many getting that tax credit and buying Bentleys. Yeah, no. That's not a luxury vehicle, okay? That's an ultra luxury. It's different. And you don't need that. While people in your city is starving, you sitting there parking a whole house outside your church. Make it make sense. Y'all even pimping God now. That's crazy. What's going to come back for you is not going to be attractive either. And all the people that's following these people that's buying this stuff, you guys are idiots too. Shameful. So this lady did us some justice, you know. She definitely did us some justice because she just pointed out that, hey, they getting this credit, but they're not abiding by this credit. So big up to all the religious establishments that did offer. I appreciate you. And I'm sure a lot of other people appreciate you too. Because I've seen what you guys have done. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a real beautiful thing. Another thing that's happening now is the awakening of America. It is refreshing to see so many young and older white people awakening to truth. See, for far too long, you've been just listening to the people that have been talking, but now you actually see what's going on. You see who cares and who doesn't. Because the other day, it was Veterans Day, right? And so while it was going on, right, they usually have like this thing called an honor flight. And so they get all like old veterans, so they get to visit DC from all over. They get to visit DC and they take them through all the little monuments and all this stuff, you know, geared for them. So on this flight, before they got off, guess who steps onto the flight? The president. No, not that piece of shit. Obama. Obama steps on the flight and talks to them and thanks them for their service. And as they left one by one, he shook their hand and gave them something. Momentum, something from him. And one guy was like, man, the last time I met a president was Gerald Ford. And then Obama was like, well, you met me. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope. It was beautiful. So while the former president, because he hasn't been president since 2016, the former president, oh gosh, was out there doing the president's job. So our current piece of shit president, guess what he was doing? He was too busy at the White House hosting Osama bin Laden's right-hand man. You talking about the guy who they tried to track down and kill because he killed a lot of soldiers? He killed a lot of American soldiers. He beheaded a lot of them. Don't forget about that. That's who our president is. Doing that is diabolical. And guess what? The people that follow him don't care. They still following him. It's a cult. And if you're in it, you better get out of it quick. All right, now, I still need you to get up. Yeah, you. Get up, get out. And remember, love thy neighbor.